Chiikawa X LPS. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Hey, it's Honey and welcome back to another LPS custom video. Today we're going to be making a custom of Chiikawa. If you're not too sure who Chiikawa is, he is this adorable little like hamster mouse creature. You probably have seen him on TikTok or maybe on Instagram. He's a little character that originates from Japan, and there are a few different little characters within his story. I just think he's so adorable, and I actually own some Chiikawa Sanrio plushies, so I will try and insert a clip here of what they look like, but I really wanted to make a custom based off his design. And I just so happened to have this mini LPS. Very mini, as you can see. But looking at this little mini LPS hamster, I thought it would be the perfect mold for a Chiikawa custom. So that's the custom we're going to be making today. All the items I use will be listed in the description down below, but of course I will walk you guys through my custom making process. So let's get started. So I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, and that is that I had to do so many layers of white paint. Trust me when I say I saved you guys the time and decided to not include all the clips of me painting like 100 layers of white paint on this mini LPS. Obviously, I don't want to make the layers too thick and lumpy, so it was just a lot of thin layers. But it also was kind of difficult because it's such a small pet and I have my nails grown out, so it was making holding it very difficult. But we got there in the end with a nice full coverage white look. It was then time for the eyes and pretty much all of the main details of Chiikawa. I also want to say that if there's any lighting changes, I do apologize. This was recorded over a full day of me painting, but I was kind of nervous painting the eyes. It's the same acrylic paint and paintbrushes I always use, but the eyes aren't as inset as a normal G2 LPS would be. So it's a lot easier to go outside of the lines and mess things up. So I really just kind of took my time and tried to follow the shape around, and I did clean up a little here and there, but overall I think the eye shape turned out pretty good. Chiikawa has a pretty basic design and a lot of these features are the same color. I just went in with the exact same brown that I used for the eyes to paint his little eyebrows as well as his nose and mouth. I was super nervous about the mouth because it is such a tiny, teeny little mouth. And this mold originally has a sculpted on tooth. So instead of giving Chiikawa a random little tooth sticking out, I decided to take that molded on lump and turn it into a little tongue. I also added some of my own kind of original details that aren't included in his design, because as cute as he is, the basic design of him doesn't fully translate to LPS super well. I just felt like there needed to be something more, so I decided to give him little pink ears. It doesn't go with the original design, but I think it helps the LPS. And of course, this is not meant to be a one-to-one recreation of Chiikawa, it's more of a inspired LPS design. Did however have to give him his little rosy cheeks with his little blush marks, and I love this part. I do greatly apologize for the autofocus. If anyone has any good tips for painting LPS and like getting the camera to actually focus when you're painting, please let me know. Please, I'm begging you. This is my #1 gripe about filming my customs, is the autofocus. But I digress. I went on and did the eye shines. I used my dotting tool for this specifically, and I'm so glad I did. It just made the white nice and thick but not streaky, and just gave me the shapes that I wanted. Again, with the autofocus, I do apologize. It's rough out here. The world was not ready for my Chiikawa custom, so they decided to blur it, I guess. But I went in and did the little cheek blush streaks after the blush was completely dried. I also added another little original detail, that being some blush on the mouth and belly. This was created using chalk pastels. This isn't part of the original design, just like the pink ears, but again, I wanted to give something to the LPS just to make it a little extra. I also forgot to record me painting his little chin, but it is there, don't worry. So I'm gonna let this final few clips play, and then we'll take a look at our finished Chiikawa LPS custom. Konnichiwa! Ta-da! Here he is, our little Chiikawa LPS. He is the cutest little guy I have probably ever made. I love this visual of him just sitting here looking off into the distance, contemplating life. I definitely was nervous making him into an LPS form because Chiikawa's original design, his eyes are a lot closer together, whereas this mini LPS's eyes probably couldn't be any further apart if they tried. But I still think it's really cute. It's obviously an LPS-ified version of Chiikawa. I knew it wasn't going to look identical, but I still think I managed to capture the design okay. He's got his little like double chin, his little cheek blush, of course the eye shines, and his little eyebrows. I did ever so slightly stray from the original design, giving him little pink ears and some little blush around his mouth and belly. I just wanted to add something a little extra because Chiikawa's design is quite plain, it's quite basic, and while it is super adorable, I wanted to give the LPS version just a little something more. I don't know if you can see on camera, but I also added some shading under his double chin. It just gives it a bit of depth and I think it's so cute. I will of course insert a little before and after so you can see how the design has changed, and I am just so happy with him. I forgot to mention the back of him as well is completely plain, but it's definitely sticking true to the original design, and I honestly couldn't be happier. And the main test, okay, it is partner approved. Here is my partner saying that it is the cutest custom, which just made my day. Also, one more thing I wanted to mention is that his head can turn. Even though he is a mini LPS, he does have some articulation to him, which is really cool. But what do we think of little Chiikawa? Let me know in the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and also, should I try and get more of these mini pets and do some more Chiikawa characters, because they're all so cute and I think it would just be so adorable to see them all lined up together, not just Chiikawa himself. I don't want him to get lonely, you know? But that was today's video. I'm honestly so proud of myself being able to paint a mini LPS like this. I've never really painted mini LPS in the past. I think I painted one like before my YouTube channel back when I was like 12 years old and it was horrendous. But this is the first time I've done one like in modern times, and I'm so happy with him. So I hope this video was enjoyable for you guys. I loved making him and I can't wait to post some more photos of him online. If you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to like, comment, and of course subscribe, and you'll definitely be seeing more customs in the future. So until then, bye guys! Sayonara!